Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Indian.net, which is on Quicksight. So, in this session, we are going to discuss about what is Quicksight and why we use, and there are different aspects which we are going to discuss about it. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's start it. And meanwhile, just wanted to understand, if you people are able to hear me, just type yes in the comment, real quick. Could you please quickly type yes if I am audible? Anyone? Okay, perfect. So I am audible. Okay, so in this basically in this session, what we are going to do, we are going to discuss about what is QuickSight and how to use it, and there are different aspects. So this is the basic agenda. Like firstly, we will understand what is BI because if we want to understand any data analysis tool or anything related to data understanding, we should understand the business intelligence first. Then we will discuss about the W question means why, how, and from where. This kind of thing which we will discuss. Then on the same time, like we will discuss about the pricing of AWS QuickSight, then visualization, how many times of visualization available and how to use it. Then filters is like how to filter your data at runtime and at the design time which is required for you. Okay, then two questions. So nowadays, like if you see, the machine learning is most popular keyword. So in this particular quick site also, you will find there are some machine learning stuff which is q question, in which you can ask the quick site to determine your data in natural language. If you say, okay, what is the uh, suppose total sales, or you just type in english, or and then you will get the result. So this is a kind of a q question interaction with this also. So let me quickly uh, talk about this, just a moment. Meanwhile, okay. So now, as we are like discussing about this, so my first question is, and just type in your comment box. How do you think about this data? Do you understand anything with this data? Just quickly reply in the chat, please. Let me check the chat meanwhile. Okay. Is this data understandable to you? Means what you think about this data? Are you getting something in with this? No. Perfect. So definitely this is not for us. This is not for the human body, but it is for machine. So that is true. We could not understand this thing. But what about this? Is this giving you better feeling? Obviously, this is the Excel, and with this, you at least have some knowledge. Like this is some kind of data related to property, address, and city. So something you can understand. Okay, this is like some data. Okay, so this is also good. Okay, so at least you have some kind of clear understanding. Okay, what is this data all about? But if I talk about this, what do you think about this? It is more clear, right? Like what is the sales, and what is the cost, and uh, what is the freight. Everything you can understand with visualization. So in other words, if you heard about like a picture can say 1,000 words. So this is like whenever you talk about data analysis tool, those are like a pictorial representation which give you more insight about the data. Now let me ask you about what is business intelligence. Okay, so basically business intelligence is nothing but is a technology in which we can give timely, accurate, high value, actionable inputs. Why timely, why accurate, and why high value actionable input. So, for example, if you are running any company, you might need to know like what is your total sales per year sales, and how many amount you spent on advertisement, and what is the benefit of that you are gaining, like what is CPC, click through amount, and everything you want to know. And if you think like, okay, the referral which you are putting on the Google or Facebook, or might be some another stuff, and the advertisement you are putting, that is not giving you a valuable addition to your total sales. So definitely it is a wastage of your advertisement. So those kind of thing, like suppose which help at the end to the business to make a proper decision whether we choose this option or not. That is required. And timely, why I'm saying it timely, suppose you spent almost 2 years by spending on your advertisement and you are going into loss. So if that thing you can like that particular data you get timely in timely manner, in accurate way, so the business decision maker can take decision whether, okay, suppose there are Google advertisement, Facebook advertisement, Twitter advertisement, or might be a television advertisement. So you can choose which particular option will help your business to grow. Okay, is that clear? Any questions so far in the business intelligence? So basically, business intelligence is refer to technology application and practice for collecting the data and representing in a timely, accurate, high available, actionable items, which help the business to take the decision. Okay, let me check any questions so far. Sorry about that. So in the middle, like I might need to jump into different screens to check how the things is going on. So please consider this. Okay. So far so good. There is no questions at all. In case if you have any question, please feel free to type in the chat box. We will in the middle we will try to grab some questions and discuss about those things as well. Okay. Now your next question would be W question. Generally, like as a human being, we always ask, why should I learn? How should I learn? And what should I learn? Okay. And how can I learn? So we will discuss all these why questions in this particular session. So we will understand why should I learn. So we already discussed like, see, data analysis is one of the growing, or I can say growing field actually. And as far as you are seeing the machine learning and everything, the data is coming all the time in gigabyte, petabytes, terabytes, and people need to understand, okay, what is the benefit of using the data. So you as an analyst, you need to understand and give an accurate output in timely manner so that business can take decision obviously. So for this field is like a, obviously like a, it's a ongoing field, ongoing technology, ongoing field. But if recently, if you see uh, for this data analysis, you will find Power BI is one of the competitor, Tableau, then Quicksight, and there are many more. So uh, ClickView is also there. So there is obviously a benefit, like you will learn this data science related activity. uh, so that would always help you to get your new job or enhance your skills, and you will get good paid all package also. So that's and on the top of it, anyways, like if you are learning new thing, it is not going to waste. You might use somewhere in your life. Okay. And the next question is like, how should I approach? So approach we are going to discuss in case like if you require more detailing of this, we are going to create a series of quick site going forward, that is in the plan. But with this, at least this introduction video, you should be like capable enough to create your first data analysis quick site dashboard basically. Okay, so let's just start with the quick site. So the first thing which you need to understand, uh, from where I can start. So let me do a real quick thing here. Let me do open Google here. Okay, this is Google and search just AWS quick site. Okay, so if you see this is the AWS site which you will find. Okay, just click on it. So you will find this console. Okay, here you can understand about the quick site, what is it is. There is a small intro video also. Okay, and this is the sample dashboard which you can create with the quick site. Okay, so just go to the sign in console. So as I am already signed in, so let me showcase you what are the screens you will find. So this is your AWS login screen where you can just log in into the AWS management console. Once you log in, you before that you also want to know like what is the pricing. So basically there are two versions. One is standard version, one is the enterprise version. So if you see the standard version, they have some specific capabilities, and then the enterprises, they have specific capabilities. On the same time, if you see the pricing, there is $9 and $18 per month for additional authors, and at least till the time you are going to learn, it is like 60 days. So definitely you will be master in 60 days if you are going to going with this particular quick site specific lessons. You will be master in 60 days, so you it would be free for you. So you will learn also, and there will not be any issue. So now let's quickly, once you log in, actually let me so I'm logging. No, I'm not logged in. Let me log in. Okay. So are you? If you go here on the services, there is an analytical part. Okay. So in this menu, you can see a lot of data analytics tools are available. Okay. And we are interested in QuickSight. Okay. So just click on the QuickSight. So if you are like a first time user, it will ask different questions and like what are the things which we are to include and everything. But as we already in, I have the account already, so it is not asking me anything. So let's discuss about the main component of this real quick. So the first component is data sets. So what is data set like? Because you are going to analysis the data. Okay, so for that you obviously require the data set. So if we go and click on this data set, okay, these are the existing data set which I have. So these are the samples, web and social media, people overview, sales pipeline. This is provided by AWS Quicksight itself, and this one I uploaded in the morning for our demo. But in case if you want more data, variety of data available, which you can do. For example, you can do analysis on Salesforce, so S3 Analytics, SQL Server, Spark, Twitter, GitHub, and many more. Okay, so in case like if you have any like any Excel or something like that, so you can just click on this upload file and you can upload here. So like for example, in the morning I downloaded uh, this code which is related to COVID. So I just uploaded the Excel over here. If you want, we can do right away again. But this is one of the sample thing. So once you're done with the data set, okay, the next thing is like which you need to do is like you need to massaging the data set. Means what I mean to say that you need to add some calculated columns over there. You need to define the data, whether it's a string field or whether it's for example, whether it's a numerical field or anything like it. So there is option for an edit data set. So once you come into this edit data set, so this is the CSV which I uploaded. So first thing you will identify this the data which I uploaded, it has the data type. So we have defined the data. We can change the data type from here, like what is the data type of this. For example, it is a string or might be a country. Or for example, when I downloaded it, so I didn't choose this data not having the categories. For example, this location is a string, but I created as a country. So anytime, like when you choose, you can define the category. What is the category? So if you have like a latitude, longitude, or might be date format, you can choose accordingly, and that you are good to go. Then what I am talking about, the add calculated field. If you want to add anything calculated field, like what is calculated field, before going into it, like you have existing data, okay, and suppose you have sales and order, okay, like sorry, unit price and sales quantity, and you want to define like what is the total sales cost. So what you will going to do, you will multiply that unit price into sales quantity, so you will get the sales total sales count, amount. Okay, so that is your calculated field, which is not exist in your database, but you have created explicitly. So what exactly you need to do in such cases, you need to give the calculated field name, and there are n number of function what exactly you want, like the minimum, a maximum, that everything you can define from here. Okay, and these are the fields you can like sum two fields. So might be if the first name and last name are like in a single field, and you want to like separate the first name in a different field and the last name in a different field, means two different columns, so that can also be doable. So this is called your calculated field. So right now we don't require here, so let it be. And now moving further, we understood what is the data set. So you do a like once you're done with the changes and everything, what yeah, this is, although this we are going to discuss it again, but in your data set there might be some fields, or might be some data which you do not want uh, entertained. Some null values are there and something like that, so you can like exclude those fields, or which you don't want onto your visualization means graphs basically. Or might be you can add the filter, like okay, I need only India's data, I need only America's data. So that kind of filter you can apply. So once you're done with this and the changes and everything, okay, we will move to another aspect of it, which is visualization. So what is visualization? Visualization is the graphs or the dashboard on which we are going to see different type of visual types, which might be a pie chart, bar chart, line chart, or anything means that we can do. Okay, so before that, let me quickly check if there is any questions from you guys. Okay, let me check. Okay, any questions so far, guys? You can type in the chat. If you don't have any questions, still you can type no. So that would be helpful for me. Do you have any questions? Yes or no, please. Okay, Shivangi saying yes, Viren saying yes, Rupesh saying no. Okay. Vivek is saying like similar like Power BI. Yes, Vivek, this is similar to Power BI surely, and although there are a couple of things like which you will think like that can be doable in Power BI but not in QuickSight, and there are a couple of things you will see which can be doable in the QuickSight but not in Power BI. So we'll discuss that those things in the detail when we will start the series, this QuickSight step-by-step learning series actually. Okay, any other questions apart from? I hope Vivek I have given your answer. Anyone else want to ask any questions so far? Or we are good to move further? Okay, so no questions so far. Uh, okay, Rupesh saying no. Okay, perfect. Within no questions. Okay, perfect. So let's move further. So visualization, as I mentioned, like visualization is basically charts, which we are going to, which represent your data in pictorial form. So let's move to our data sheet. So once you have this, your data is ready, you have this quick site related interface where you can create the charting. So before going further, let me show you some existing charts, so that would be helpful. So if you see over here, like when you click on the new analysis, so few are the existing samples are given by the AWS. So this web, social media, people overview, sales pipeline, this is already provided by QuickSight for understanding. So let me firstly click on the web and social media, so you will understand what we are going to discuss. Okay, and let me go to create analysis. So this is like your existing QuickSight related data, which is given by uh, AWS itself. So if suppose you want to know the free sign up count, when you click it, it will give you the number which is called KPI. Okay, so you're already familiar of it. So in case suppose if I want to change something or I want to format it, I can do it right away. But let me show you something more. So let me click on, and suppose this is the basic KPI, because if you see here autograph, so what autograph is basically like whatever you are dragging and dropping, firstly it understand accordingly what exactly need to be drawn, and according to that it will draw. Okay, so this is like a simple KPI which we have kept. But in case if you want some more graph or something like that, so we can do that also. So for example, let's say new visitors CPC. So to add any another visualization, we have two options. First is like we can create on this menu option, or we can choose option duplicate visuals. So if you see the duplicate visuals free sign up is created. Now here, if I want to change it, I can just drag and drop, and this is the mobile unique option. Okay, so it's super easy. In case if you don't want to do this, like then go on add and click on add visuals. Okay, so this is the first thing, and then select the graph which you want. For example, and if you see here over here the field well, where you can put your x-axis, y-axis, group by, and anything like which you want. So suppose I want like mobile unique, and might be, for example, paid conversion. Okay, so this is like giving a graph which is like sum of paid conversion by mobile unique. So this is kind of a simple graph which we can create, and you have n number option. If you click on any other graph, it will change accordingly. Suppose if we want like stack line chart or something like that, we can do it right away. Okay, You just need to figure out what is your x-axis, what is your y-axis, and according to that you can do it. Okay, now let me go again to my uh, quick site again, just a moment, and let me open the that particular thing which I created. Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, whatever you're seeing, do you have any questions so far? Any questions? Anyone? You can type in the chat if you want. Okay. So it seems no questions so far. So if you see over here, so this is the graph which we kept, like we just having the KPI, and now it might be possible. Let me do one thing, one real quick. So I'm adding again a visual. Okay, and in this visual, suppose I want uh, mm, population. Okay, so I'm dragging and dropping, so it is showing like a sum of population, like what is the population over here. Okay, so this kind of stuff you can do easily, like you can drag and drop, and you can change the things. Now let me add another visual here. Suppose I added another visual, and what I'm going to do here, let's say location. Okay, so this is the location, and what exactly I want here, like on this location, total that. So the value would be total that. So so it is showing like what is the death count in the particular location. Okay, so in case like if you want to change in something, like for example, let me show you something more interesting, which is like word count. So if you see the particular graph, it is showing like the total number of death in the world. And here, if you see the world count is there and upper middle, so income is there. So it means apart from basically, which we can say any country, we have some different data values as well. For example, this upper middle income is not suitable for the country, then this world is not suitable for the country, and this lower middle income, high middle income, it's totally a different piece. So this also can be changed, but before that let me show you something more interesting. So suppose we are interested in Asia, and we want to change the color of Asia, so we just click over here on that particular item. Okay, and then change the color. For example, okay, so we can change the color of any item over here. Now, if I want to format this more, so I have different options like allow vertical word, and the minimum and maximum group by. So we have a plenty of option to format this also, and then there is a visualization option also. Sorry, filter option as well. So let me discuss about this. What is filter? So as I mentioned earlier, if you want to filter the data, like which is you want to show on the graph or which you want to exclude from the graph, that can be done. So let me create a filter over here. So I can create filter on, for example, location. Now, if you see, there are different options like what can we include or what can we exclude. So I'm quickly going over here, and let's suppose I don't want any specific thing. For example, we don't want world. Sorry, I tabbed world. Okay. Then I don't want upper middle income. I don't want high income. Okay, and okay, that's it. So I don't want it, and say apply. So if you see over here, we already removed those data which is not required. So far so good. So uh, you can like filter the data anytime, like which you are not required or something like that, using the filter option. Okay. So any questions so far? Like we have gone through like how to uh, do the visualization. So in case you want to add more visualize, just do one thing. Just create, uh, click on the add visualize and just drag drop the field, and according to your understanding, like what, for example, I go for location again, and so this is location, and now I want in the pie chart. Although this is a very bad graph in terms of understanding, but let's see. So this is like we can determine like what is the death percentage in the world according to the each country, which is participated in each country. Although that is too high, and really this COVID is like killing us. So anyways, so this is how we can change, and in any time, any point of the time, if you want to change anything like the color of something, you just click on that particular field and you can change the color as per your need. Okay, so this is the best thing which I found so far in this quick site. Okay, any questions so far? Anyone? So we already gone through the filters, like how to change the filters and everything. Okay, and basically what we are doing the hands-on. So we are running ahead of the slide share actually, slide screens. uh, okay, any questions so far? Anyone has any questions, any doubt? Are we good with it? If you don't have any question, please say no to the chat, so that would helpful to me, like there is no further questions. Please quickly type in the chat. There is no questions. Okay, Vivek is saying no. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Vivek. Okay, so I think so far we understand what how to create the data set, how to do visualization, how to do filtration. Now there might be some other questions you might have, like okay, what is next? So there are a couple of things which we are going to discuss. The first thing, like we can change the color of this particular dashboard, or we can add multiple dashboards. For example, if you want to rename it, suppose that details of COVID, and if you want another dashboard which is like uh, what is it? Vaccination details. And so in this, like you will provide all the vaccination related stuff. This in this dashboard you will provide all the death related data, so that way we can like define. And if you see this interesting graph, sorry I missed it. So this is the graph which I created in the morning. Basically what it is showing, it is showing the country. Okay, the location is the country, and in which like the total number of cases, and the color which is highlighted is like total number of death. So as large the the circle is, it means there would be a higher the death rate, and higher the total case. Okay, so if you see over here, let's go to India. So total death is 484 and total cases 38903. Similarly, if you go to United States, and there is a death rate is also high. Okay. Uh, so, and one more thing I might be missed, but let me tell you this. So sometimes, like what you want, like on clicking on something over here, like for example, specifically India's or might be America's data, you want filter the data all over here as well, like how many total age people are there. So suppose if I want to click on India, so this data should be filtered also. Okay. So how can I achieve this? To achieve this, there is an action option over here. Okay. So I already added an action over here, so which is like filtering the data. So basically, what I'm saying, if someone click on this data, filter, there are different actions. Like you can navigate action, URL action. You can open a URL. You can navigate to another page or another tab. But I'm using simple action over here, which is filter action. And what I need to do, I need filter scope would be all filter means whatever the fields and you have and all the visuals. So if you see there are specific visuals over here, and if you want like any specific visual, you can select that also. Like okay, I don't want to filter this total age and total as 70, total as 65. I just want like sum of population or something like that. So you can filter. For current timing, I'm using all visuals. Means if you click anywhere on this particular graph to filter according to country, it will automatically filter the other data also of all the visualization. For example, this the below one in which you are seeing like sum of population and everything. So suppose I click on here, so you will see the total age is also filtered. On the same time, you see that below in the below part, this data is also filtered. Okay, so this is called the filtration action filters, and you can like click. Suppose you want to open a URL on clicking of this particular piece, then that can also be doable using the action filter. Okay, so far so good. Any questions so far? Vivek saying no questions. Lakshman saying no. Anyone else want to share something? Any specific doubt so far? We are good. Okay, perfect. So no questions. Now let me show you one more thing over here, which is called themes. So suppose like you're like me, I'm not a good designer. I have color blindness, but if you're not like that, then that is very good. But in case if you need any help from here, you can always have this option like which you can choose like which is called theme. So this once you select this theme, then your entire data designing would be changed according to the color which is provided. So for example, earlier I used midnight, but this is seaside, which you can do. And there are like if you want to like create your custom one, then there is also option. So I'm not good into this, so I'm not going into deep dive. But just giving you heads up, like anytime if you want to use these themes, you just click it, and your entire data visual would be changed. Okay. And one thing which I already shared or might not be, then in any case, like suppose sometimes you need the data in specific format. Okay, so there are different option always available in the quick site. For example, for this value, you just click over here and do the formatting. What kind of format you need? Like you want uh, in comma separated, might be in decimal 2 points or comma with decimal, that you can do. Okay, and on the same time you can define like whether it's a currency or percentage. So for example, when you do currency, excuse me, it is showing the currency symbol over here. If you want like the percentage, so it will show the percentage. So right now it is a number, so I'm going for the number. Okay, so this is like a very good option. You can choose and filter the data. You can format the data as per your need anytime. Okay, now so far so good, and now you want to understand. Okay, and there might be one question from your side. I'm expecting, like, how to share this and how what we can do with this dashboard. The first thing which you can do, like, you can export. So anytime, like, you can download this PDF. Okay, so once you click on the download, it will, in the background, it will generate the PDF link and everything, AWS. And once it is done, you will get the option here, like you can download the PDF. Okay, let me share quickly. If I already downloaded in the morning, new analysis. Hopefully, it should work. There it is. Yes. Let me grab from. Okay. Okay. So this is the graph which I created in the morning and exported into PDF. Okay. So the first thing which you can do, as I mentioned, you can download anytime. Now, if you see right now, let me do here. Sorry. Your PDF is ready. So what you did actually, you created, raised a request for export into PDF, and in the background, AWS created the PDF for it. And once it is done, you will get the notification like your PDF is ready. Okay, now you can download this PDF. So our PDF that is downloaded, and you will see all the visuals which we created right away. So these are the visuals which we created. Okay, those are downloaded as a PDF. Okay, now if you see over here, there is option called share analysis. So you can share this analysis with your other team members or the stakeholders, so which are required, and you can manage the, right now, like, I don't have any organization team over here, so just showing you on a high level, like, you can, there would be name of the people, and you can just select and assign the roles and permission. They can read, they can modify, those kind of permissions you can do over here. Okay, on the same time, like, you can publish this dashboard. Once you publish, it would be available uh, for everyone for the visualization purpose. Okay, so far so good. Any questions so far? Let me again pull the chat over here. Any questions? If you have any question, just type yes or your question in the chat box. Let me type it for you. Any questions, guys? Any questions? If not, then I will go to one more interesting thing. Any questions? Again, I believe, like, people are shy to ask questions when they are on. There would be one-to-one interaction or public interaction, but this is a basically offline interaction. You can see, you can't see me, I can't see you, so you can just type your questions if you have, or any query if you have. So okay, so Vivek saying no question. No, Lokesh saying no. Okay, perfect. So far so good. There is no questions, and whatever the, like, the analyticals you created, those would be reside over here. So you can always go and click here and check those. Okay. So this is the like the sample analysis which I was sharing earlier. I think I might be missed, but let me share it. So this is like a web and social media analytics, in which you can see that there are different graphs available, like Twitter mentions followers, and then here uh, mailing list subscription, unique visit by device type. So there are n number of graphs you can create. On the same time, you can, if you want to add some more sheets, you can add and work over here. Okay. Now the last interesting thing which I would like to share is topic. So as I mentioned, like you can ask your question in the English language, means human language. What is the total sales, or what is the total uh, customer, or total amount, or total sales amount? So those kind of questions you can create with the topics. So in the morning I didn't get chance to create it, but I just wanted to share. If you want to do it, you can do it easily by this option, which is topic. Okay. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done at this point. Okay, so we are done with this. We are done with the template, question, explore shared, and etc. So that is thing is done. Okay, and this is all about me. And let me quickly go to the questions over here. Okay, so any question, guys, so far? Any doubt or anything which you want to discuss? You can type your questions in the chat if you want. And if you want, you can type your questions. If you don't have any questions, then say no at least. And so I can like understand like you people are following the quick site related stuff. Uh, so I would really appreciate if you can quickly type. Okay, Mohit saying nothing as of now. Thank you, Mohit. Anyone else have any questions? We are good. Okay. So last 2 minutes, just going to closing this session, just wanted to share like a quick site. And if you think about, if you're already a Power BI developer, those are mostly similar. You don't need to worry about like if you're aware of Power BI, then it might be like 1 or 2 weeks uh, uh, study for you. But if in case like you are not worked with the Power BI is already, then still you can like develop this tool, dashboard and everything in 3 to 4 weeks you would be master. That's my assumption. Like I'm pretty much sure you can do much faster. But in a nutshell, this is the thing which I would like to share. And on the top of it, if there is nothing else, I would like if you like our sessions and our efforts in terms of learning and sharing, I would request you all to subscribe our channel and also share with your friends. And the next topic at 2 o'clock, we are going to discuss about Terraform. So that would be taken by another Indian.NET community member, Rajkumar Jain. So I would request all of you to join that session also. That is again an interesting session. And going forward, at basically we are conducting session on every Sunday. And next couple of topics are very like insight and very attractive, like Kubernetes, and then low code, no code we already done. Then after that, serverless, Azure Lambda, and then security automation. So I hope to see you all in all the sessions, and thank you for now. I hope you people enjoyed this learning session. Please do comment, share, and subscribe to help us. Thank you very much.